All right, for the second video in 6.6, we are going to look a little bit deeper at our equality property for logs. So let's go back and look at this, and let's just review this property one more time. Again, what this property is saying is that if we have two logs that are equal to each other and they have the same base, then we know that the values that we're taking the logs of must be equal as well. So our example here was if log base 2 of x equals log base 2 of 7, then we know x must equal 7 in this case. Because again, the bases are the same, so that means our numbers must be the same that we're taking the log of. So let's look at this first example here. In this case, we've got natural log, which remember is just the log base e. So we've got natural log of 4x minus 7 equals the natural log of x plus 5. And if we remember our log property, again, natural log is just the log base e. So we've got the log base e of 4x minus 7 equals the log base e of x plus 5. Now, since we know that the bases are the same on these, we know that whatever we're taking the log of on our left side must be equal to the value that we're taking the log of on the right side. So we can actually just get rid of the logs here and just set 4x minus 7 equal to x plus 5. Now again, what we've done, this only works when we have the same base. If this was natural log of 4x minus 7 equals log base 2 of x plus 5, we could not cancel out those logs. They have to be the same base. Now we go ahead and just isolate our x variable. So if we subtract x, now we can add 7 to both sides, divide by 4, and we get x equals 4. Now if we go back to check this, we get the natural log of 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. So we get the natural log of 9 equals x plus 5 is just 4 plus 5. So we get natural log of 9 equals natural log of 9. The second example on here is we've got log base 2 of 5x minus 17 equals 3. Now, in this problem right here, what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and take both sides and exponentiate both sides using base 2. So we want to get rid of our log base 2 on the left-hand side. So the inverse property of that is the exponential power or property. So if we take, because we have log base 2, we want to take both sides and raise it up by a base of 2. So we've taken our left side, we have 2 to the log base 2 of 5x minus 17. And on the right side, we take that whole side and raise it, so we have 2 to the third power. Now, the reason we've done that is just like in the previous video, we use our inverse property to cancel out part of our equation. Here, we have 2 to the log base 2 power. Those two operators cancel out, and we're just left with 5x minus 17 on the left-hand side. Again, this is going to change depending on which base you have. If you have a log on only one side of your equation, you can't, like in part A, you can't get rid of the logs if they're the same base. Here we only have a log on one side, so we have to use the exponentiation to go ahead and get rid of the log. Now we'll see that we just have 5x minus 17 equals to 8, and we go ahead and rearrange, isolate x, and we get x equals 5. So for both of these right here, you have to first make sure that you have the same base if you're going to cancel out logs from your equation. And if you only have a log on one side, you have to see if raising both sides up to a power of whatever your base of your log is going to help you out by canceling out the log and getting your variable out of the log function and in a position where you can isolate your variable. Let's go ahead and practice with a couple problems. What I want you to do is solve parts A and B right here. And just like you did on the previous video, you're going to have a value for x for both of them. And in the text box, just go ahead and indicate your answer for A as x equals, and then for B, x equals, whatever your values are. And again, you can go back and rewatch the steps to see how we were able to get our variables out of the log function and use whatever steps you need in order to solve these ones. So again, go ahead and solve A and B right here.